Does anyone else hate this idea we have about art styles? Nothing drives me crazy like when I see someone asking, "What's this art style called?" in a comment section. I think a lot of artists have this idea, that they need to have a completely unique art style, or fall into some niche of art styles that are generally similar. But I disagree with this completely, and I actually think it holds a lot of artists back. Another thing I can't stand is when an artist makes a post saying, "Sorry, my art style isn't consistent at all," because they don't realize that that is a good thing. If your art style is inconsistent, that means you're experimenting. You're pushing yourself, you're learning something new. Too many artists limit themselves by only sticking to a singular art style because they think they have to. How are you supposed to innovate when you don't draw something because it wouldn't fit your style? A lot of this makes me think back to the jelly art style discourse we had a couple years ago. Obviously, no artist owns an art style, but if you're only referencing one artist to create your unique art style, is it really yours? Or are you just copying someone? I also find it ironic because the artists that were claiming to own said art style weren't even the original ones. There are plenty of artists that are not actively in the art community that have pioneered this art style long before it became popular on TikTok. I guess my point is discussing art styles is dumb in my opinion, and more often than not limits an artist and their ability to explore and create. If you're in a situation where you feel like your style isn't consistent, that is a good thing. Obviously, if you're a professional and you want to have a successful social media platform, it can be very helpful to have a consistent art style, as people will be able to recognize you easier. But even professionals change their art style, so don't feel like you need to have one, especially if you're very early on in your art journey. Draw what you like, and don't be afraid to draw something you haven't done before.